Hello, I'm Gaël, and I'm the head of the summer program at ESA. A yearly average of 30 students coming from our network of university partners has attended the summer program for the last 35 years. The summer program is a 4-week program entirely conducted in English that combines lecture, classes, company visits, so farm visits, food and wine company visits, group projects, study cases, and of course cultural field trips in Paris, the Loire Valley, Normandy and Brittany as well. Terroir food products, traditional, local, regional products, products of origin, no matter what we call it, these productions are worldwide.
Terroir is really a combination of the human practices, the collective human practices in interaction with the soil, with the plant, and finally it confers some reputation. It's based usually on sustainable criteria, first because it's local, but also because the practices are very adapted to the place. So I guess that's the reason why a terroir product can be a way for the future.
Main objective of the program: we teach students how terroir-driven food systems create value, resources, wealth at economic, ecological, social and cultural levels, creating positive impacts for a region, its inhabitants and stakeholders.
The summer program is all about looking at how value chains, short value chains, can integrate the value of territory, diversity, biodiversity, and as an ecologist, my contribution to the summer program with colleagues is to try to show students how important agriculture in particular is for the conservation of biodiversity, and how through conserving biodiversity this can add value to the food products that we're finally producing at the end of the chain.
Because terroir is a story almost 2,000 years old now, rooted in the Roman times here in France, students taking this program will have the occasion to learn all the principal historical moments over those 2,000 years that will help them understand 21st century, not only 21st century French agriculture, but also French culture in general. And as terroir is such a value-driven system of agriculture, we will also be looking at the values that drive the system, which are principally community values of well-being, belonging, health and sociability.
Looking for a solution for a more sustainable agriculture, it makes sense for a lot of students.
This place has been interesting so far to see in an organic operation, and someone who works or strives to do something better all the time and improve is really motivating for especially us overseas. Not seeing wineries a lot in the Western US, it's something different, and this experience has exposed us to a lot different perspectives on agriculture.
This course is really a chance to, I think, get the hands-on experience of those basics. Terroir is a bit of an abstract concept in North America, so I think that getting to see both the culturally significant and historical practices of a lot of these, not only vineyards, but producers, cheeses, meats, I'm sure the many more things we will experience, it's really given us a chance.
My talk is about the milk French sector. The objective is to talk about the diversity of milk production, but also the diversity of milk products based on traditional and typical practices in France. After my talk, I organized a tasting. We discovered 6 different cheeses, which are PDOs, and we organized a pairing with the beverages produced in the same areas. That's the perfect moment for international students to discover French gastronomy.
for international students coming to ESA, there's a chance to look at these French systems. The French have remained very attached to their local markets, their local produce, they care about food, and so we have a particular experience to share with students from other parts of the world.
It's been incredibly interesting to see the difference in the French approach, but also the similarities, being that we're both Western countries, yet with very different historical trajectories. So I really benefited from, especially these company visits, getting to see hands-on how these producers envision themselves in relation to the French people, the consumers, as well as the other people within the food chain that they all work with. Coming from Canada, it was always very perplexing, and you know, being both Western countries, I didn't always understand what those differences are and what those little changes are and steps that we can start taking to maybe approach a system like this where people are more conscious of their food, of the terroir, and can collectively work towards a system that's more environmentally, socially, and economically just.
We train future experts, mainly for small and medium-sized businesses who need expertise in promotion, development and protection of local and traditional food products.